Have you ever stopped to think about what happens when the world's most powerful nation suddenly finds itself standing alone? When allies drift away, rivals gain ground, and the very idea of American leadership feels threatened? Imagine a global chessboard where the United States, once the king piece, now faces checkmate. Today we're diving into the heart of a seismic shift in global power, a transformation that could redefine your future and the world as you know it. Stay with me because the story you're about to hear is not just history in the making, it's a warning and an opportunity, and you won't want to miss a single second. The United States has been the uncontested global leader since the end of World War II. It shaped the world order, set the rules for trade, military alliances, and technological innovation. But today, cracks are emerging. According to a recent report by the Council on Foreign Relations, America's share of global GDP has dropped from 27% in 2000 to just under 23% in 2023. Meanwhile, China's economy has nearly doubled, accounting for 18% of the global GDP. This isn't just a statistic, it's a tectonic shift in economic power that's already affecting markets worldwide. One headline making waves just last week. China successfully launched its latest 5G smartphone line into the US market, challenging American brands in a sector that was once dominated by Silicon Valley giants. This isn't just about phones. It's a strategic move with massive economic and geopolitical implications. The influx of Chinese technology in America signals more than competition. It's a challenge to U.S. technological supremacy and supply chain control. This story is unfolding right now, and it reveals a deeper question. Is the U.S. losing its influence over the very markets it once led? But it doesn't stop there. The military landscape is shifting as well. The Pentagon recently released data showing that while the U.S. defense budget remains the highest globally at $842 billion in 2024, China's military spending has increased by 7.2% annually over the past 5 years. Russia, despite economic sanctions, continues to modernize its arsenal and expand influence in regions like the Middle East and Eastern Europe. America's strategic partnerships are under strain, and trust among traditional allies is wavering. Take NATO, for example. The alliance, a cornerstone of American power in Europe, is facing internal divisions like never before. Countries such as Germany and France are reconsidering their defense commitments amid energy crises and political shifts at home. At the same time, some Eastern European nations are seeking stronger ties with the U.S., fearing Russia's aggression but uncertain about the depth of American support. This delicate balancing act is destabilizing what was once a rock-solid alliance. Now think about what all this means for you, the viewer. The global power balance influences everything from the price you pay for electronics and fuel, to the stability of your retirement funds, to national security risks. For investors, the decline of the dollar's dominance could mean volatility in the stock market and new risks in global portfolios. For businesses, shifting trade alliances may disrupt supply chains and open new competitive threats. For everyday citizens, this is a moment of uncertainty, but also an opportunity to stay ahead by understanding these changes deeply. If you're still with me, hit that like button because this content matters. Subscribe if you want more insights that can help you navigate this new world. Comment below with what topics you want us to cover. Your voice shapes this channel, and together we'll unpack these complex issues. Back to the story. The financial world is witnessing one of the most critical shifts in decades. The US dollar, long the world's reserve currency, faces challenges as China promotes the digital yuan and the European Union explores alternatives to reduce dollar dependency. According to the International Monetary Fund, the dollar's share in global reserves fell from 71% in 1999 to around 59% in 2023. This decline signals reduced American influence over international finance, and that could have ripple effects on interest rates, inflation, and the cost of living. Even more striking is the energy sector. The U.S. has been a leader in energy production, especially with the shale revolution. But global demand is shifting towards renewable energy, and China dominates the supply chains for critical minerals like lithium and cobalt, essential for batteries powering electric vehicles and smartphones. The competition for these resources isn't just economic. It's a new front in geopolitical rivalry, with nations vying for control of the materials that will define the future. Military, economic, technological, diplomatic, the pillars of U.S. leadership are all under pressure. But is this the end of America's global role? Not necessarily. Experts suggest that adaptation is still possible, but it requires bold leadership and renewed alliances. How America responds in the next decade will determine whether it regains its footing or continues to lose ground. For you, the takeaway is clear. Global shifts bring uncertainty, but knowledge is power. Understanding these trends can help you make smarter investment decisions, stay informed on international risks, and engage thoughtfully in discussions about the future. This channel is here to help you cut through the noise and get the facts that matter. Before we wrap up, I want to remind you to subscribe and turn on notifications. This is the place where we break down the world's biggest geopolitical shifts into clear, actionable insights. Also, please leave a comment sharing your thoughts. Do you think America's leadership is truly ending? What changes do you expect in the next 5 years? Your participation makes this community stronger. To recap, the United States global leadership is facing unprecedented challenges, from rising rivals and fractured alliances to shifting economic powers and emerging technologies. This is a pivotal moment in history, and the consequences will reach far beyond government halls, affecting markets, jobs, and security worldwide. Thank you for watching all the way through. If you found this video insightful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and share it with friends who want to understand the world's biggest geopolitical stories. Don't miss our next video, where we'll explore how China's tech revolution is reshaping global power. Until then, stay informed, stay curious, and be prepared for the future.